Do blind people still feel love at first sight? In this video, I'm gonna explain how I lost my virginity. So you've been working really hard on your music and you finally have something amazing to share with the world, but you're having trouble promoting it online and growing a solid fan base. In this video, I'm going to share the mindset that you need to promote your music online, along with some practical marketing ideas that won't become spammy or annoying.
Mississippi putting it down, I'm the hottest round. I told y'all mother, y'all can't stop me now. Listen to me now, I'm lasting 20 rounds. And if you want me, come and get me now.
That was strangely arousing.
Yo, it's Thomas Anthony from FOXX Music, where we help transform frustrated bedroom producers into confident professional artists. And if this is our first time meeting, I've been in the music game for over 10 years, and my musical projects have over 2 million plays on just Spotify alone. Every week on this channel, I upload a video every Tuesday relating to music production, music marketing, or healthy badass producer lifestyle tips. So if you're interested in that, consider subscribing and hit the bell notification and all that kind of jazz. Now, just like every other video, you can check the links in the description below for anything that I'm talking about in the video, or if you want to download our ultimate music marketing plan, which is in the description below. It's just a free download. You can check it out down there. Now, before we get started, I want to know where you're having trouble in the music industry. Are you having trouble with music, production, marketing, whatever you're having trouble with? Leave a comment below and I'll either answer it in the comments or I'll make a full video about it. So definitely hit me up in the comment section on your struggles in the music industry. So how do you promote music online and build a strong fan base? Well, before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Adam Ivy. He made an amazing video about the mindset that you need to have when you are starting to promote anything online, but it's specifically music. And he basically talks about not being pushy. I would highly suggest you go check out his video. I'll link it below. It's a really amazing video. It's about 20 minutes long, full of really amazing ideas. So I would highly suggest that. Don't do it right now. Focus, finish watching this video first, then move on to that one. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to expand on some of the topics that he was talking about. He talked about, not being pushy and just the correct mind frame you have when talking with other people online. Now I want to talk about your product. There's a book by Robert Greene called Purple Cow, and basically in that book they say that different is better than best. So having a product that is different, so your music that is different, is better than being best. An example of this is like Rez. She started making like 100 BPM, like aggressive bass lines, which no one else was doing at the time, and she skyrocketed in her career because her music was so different. Now the Purple Cow basically says you just want to have something that's different, and because it's different, it'll be easier to market than to have something that is just similar to everybody else's. And this is very true, but you also have to take into consideration that it not only has to be different, but it has to be useful as well. Because if you mix like chainsaw noises and farts and call it music, no one's going to care about that because it's going to sound really weird. So you need to make something that is useful, so it's pleasing to the ears and people will like it, but also different from what's going on, because it'll be easier to market and you'll be able to cut through the noise way easier. Now, when trying to find a way to be different and to try to find your own sound, I would suggest running away from trends. Do not do what everybody else is doing. Everybody is making future bass. I would highly suggest not making any future bass. If everyone's making bass house, I would highly suggest not making bass house, because you're never going to be, unless you're a world-class producer and you have amazing skills and you are quick, and you can make something better than a trend that's coming out, you're not going to be able to capitalize on it. Maybe you can get some success and you can build on that trend, but you're never going to be an industry leader with that mind frame. So I would suggest sticking to music that you really like and continually working on that. For example, like Will Sparks, when he was making his Melbourne Bounce, he was making that stuff way before Melbourne Bounce became popular. And then when it became popular, he was the head, and because he was working on his craft for so long, he skyrocketed to the top of that genre. That's what you want to do. You want to pick what you love doing and try to innovate in your lane. So if you're making deep house, continue working on deep house. Try to make it cooler, try to make it better, try to make it sexier. And then once deep house becomes popular, once again, because all music is a cycle, you will be ahead of that game. And it might take some years, it might take some time, but it is the strongest path to success, and you actually build a strong fan base with that strategy. Next up, and this is building on Adam Ivy's video of the mind frame that you have to have when you're promoting music online, is he's talking about don't be pushy. I'm saying don't beg for anything. You want to come from a strong, confident frame where you're saying, here's my music, I made this comes from me, I put my heart and soul into this, you can check it out if you want, if you don't, whatever. I just see on all my social media feeds, please check my music out, oh my god, please check this out, oh my god, I really want you to check this out. You sound like a homeless person asking for change when you're begging people to check out your track. And even if they do check it out, they're checking it out because of sympathy for you. They're not checking it out because they're super excited to listen to your music. So don't beg people to listen to your music. Come from a strong, confident frame, present it to the world, and let that be it. Now, one of the main key mind frames that you need to have when you're promoting music online is it's not about you. It is about the listener's experience. I'm not saying make music for other people. You should make music for yourself, but when you are marketing it to people, you should always frame it of what can they get by listening to your music. For example, if you make party music and it's really, really high energy, you could be like, my new song is so good for the gym. You'll be able to run super duper fast and get so much energy just from listening to this song. As opposed to saying, oh, I made this sick song. It has all these cool things. I made all the sounds. I did all the drums. When you focus this stuff on yourself, no one gives a shit. But when you focus on what they're gonna get, they're way more inclined to listen to your music. So always be thinking, how can the listener benefit by listening to your music? That is going to change the game in your music promotion online strategy. Another concept that I want to talk about is Gary Vee's concept, jab, 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 right hook. This is imperative to promoting music online. What that means is give value, give value, give value, give value, ask for value. You need to give way more value before you consider asking for anything. Now, a great example of this is Dylan Francis. If you follow his Snapchat or you follow his Instagram, and I've taken note of this, before he asks for anything, whether it's a song promotion, whether it's show tickets, whether it's merch, he always does at least 5 to 6 funny skits first. That's adding value. He's funny, 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 ask for something. Funny, 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 ask for something. This is the strategy that you want to take. Now, you don't have to be like Dylan Francis, but you want to give value, as much value as possible, without asking for something in return. Now, I'm going to give you some practical steps of how to do this next, but for right now, this is the mind frame you need to ingrain in yourself. Give value, give value, give value, ask for something. So what are some ways that you can actually give value to people? Well, the first way is in your singles. You can give out your music. And most people are giving out music for free these days because all the streaming platforms, so giving out your singles. Now, after a period of time of you promoting your single over and over again, it turns from giving value to taking value because you're just asking the same thing over and over and over again. So how can you repackage that and give more value in a different way while still promoting your music? So one way of doing this is a playlist. You can start a Spotify playlist where you can make a whole playlist and a list of tracks, put your tracks in there and give that out as value. And again, building the mindset that I was talking about earlier, how can you frame it, what people are getting? So if you make a playlist, you can be like, oh, here's my playlist. This is amazing for getting the party started on Friday nights. I update it every Friday, so you should check it out. It's gonna have some awesome music that'll get you pumped up and ready for the weekend. This is a frame that people are looking for because they're like, what can I get from this? Well, I want to feel pumped up on a Friday night, and your music will be in it. And it's so you're consistently adding value while still promoting your music. Now, I have a Spotify playlist called my Dirty Pretty Music playlist. It's a place where you can find all the freshest, dirtiest, prettiest tunes. That's my brand. It's great for starting the party and it's great for chilling. So if you're interested in that, definitely check that out and you can get an example of what I'm talking about. The next thing I would suggest is a monthly mix. You should make a monthly DJ mix. People love mixes. They need them for the gym. They need them while they're driving. They need them while they're chilling at home. People need DJ mixes, so learn how to make a good DJ mix. You can put your songs in, and that is a consistent way to get people to listen to your music, and you're adding value to their lives. Another huge added bonus to having a mix is that you can have little snippets where you can just freely talk. That is a direct contact from your mouth to people's ears once a month. You're telling them about your brand, telling them about your new releases, telling them about cool stuff that you are up to. This is invaluable. So if you're not making a DJ mix, start making a DJ mix. And if you are making a DJ mix, put it in the comment section below because I love DJ mixes and I want to check them out. You can check out mine. It's called Smell the Roses if you need an example of what I'm talking about. I have a little intro section and a middle section where I talk about some things, interesting things that are going on. But this is free promo and you just mix it in with adding value to people's lives. Now, the last way to add value is by sharing your personality on social media. Now, the example that I gave with Dylan Francis, he's hilarious as fuck. So if you're hilarious, you should start doing things like that and then asking for something. If you're nerdy, just share your personality. The simplest thing that you can do if you're not funny or you don't think you have any talents online and you don't think that you're interesting, it's just being positive. You can like and share people's posts. You can share interesting posts. You can upload and share useful things that people would find interesting and useful. This is a great way of adding value. If you're sharing with your friends awesome marketing videos like this one, or awesome production tutorials, or something that helps out somebody, this is sharing value. And then when you ask for something, it's coming after giving a bunch of value. So it'll be way easier to promote your music online. Now, if you're watching this video, you for sure are making music. If you want constructive feedback on your music, every second Wednesday, I do a live feedback session on Facebook Live. You can submit your tracks below and I'll do some live constructive criticism every second Wednesday. If you have some marketing questions, every other Wednesday, I do a live session on Instagram Live. So hit me up on Instagram at @It'sTomAnthony and send me your marketing questions and I'll answer them in the live session. Or if you have any other questions you just want to ask me. Once again, if you're looking for the best, dirtiest, prettiest music, you can check out my playlist. And if you think that your music will fit this playlist and you want to get some free promotion, there's a submission link to get on the playlist below. Also, if you love DJ mixes and you love mixes for the gym, for banging, for chilling, check out my monthly mix, Smell the Roses. I guarantee that you will like it. Now, I hope you got something from this video. I hope this was useful and you can use these mindsets to go out and promote your music effectively online. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you love this video, consider subscribing and hitting the bell notification. Again, I'm Thomas Anthony from Fancy Fox Music. We help transform frustrated bedroom producers into confident professional artists. Keep it fancy. Peace.
What do you want to do, huh? What do you want to do?